Namaste Collective. Welcome back to a new video. Welcome back to Work Your Light. So today's video is channeled guidance from the Arcturians is what I get. It's a collective one. So let's see what comes in. They say like we would like to talk with you about divine guidance is what I hear. Give me a moment. Okay, we would like to talk with you about divine guidance. Trust your instinct is what I hear. Trust this niggling feeling inside of you that is telling you to move forward, and don't believe those outside influences or outside imagery. They say fake, these things that are trying to get you back into a loop of some sort of a downward spiral, because they are just here for distraction. The density outside of you is very, there is a very low vibrational density around you that might cause you to feel triggered. For instance, when you go about your day-to-day life, things that may feel like a roadblock to you, but they're only here to test you, to test your faith in yourself, to test what you believe you are worthy of. So don't believe those things around you. See them as a sign for you in regards to how near you are from, they say, an experience, or to experience something that you have never experienced before. Believe that this, what is coming towards you, might be for some of you way more than you have actually ever asked for. And this is now your test in regards to how much do you believe you are worthy of it. So spend your time with gratitude, with grounding. Good. So what they're actually saying is seriously what I absolutely experienced in my day-to-day life. I've been experiencing a lot of roadblocks, a lot of things that I at first experienced as roadblocks. But now when we're trying to zoom a little bit more out of the picture that we have like directly in front of us, like we cannot see the forest from all the trees. It is very much about grounding. It is very much about asking ourselves. It's a little bit like I lost the connection. Yeah, okay. So the thing is, we are not disconnected. We are actually always high vibrational. We are actually always in connection with our guides, but sometimes there is some sort of clutter, some sort of distraction. I have had some sort of a download. I had the German word. It's called Störfunk. Störfunk is a little bit like, there is a frequency that is like coming between you and your high vibrational self, okay? It's a frequency, it's a thought, it's a feeling that is coming in that might be triggered due to something that you've been experiencing on the outside. Guys, you know this, you know how it works. You know it's always moving like this. We we are now so skilled in really moving through those things. We not only recognize them, we acknowledge them, we honor them, and then we let them go. And it's like business as usual. You already know this, so you already know how it works. You already know what is the best way for you individually to get out of a lower state of consciousness and not engaging in it. This is the most important thing, really not engaging in it. Is a little bit like this quote from the book that I have, the pink one, this one, where it say say not today, Satan, and move on. That's really the best way how to cope with those kind of energies, and being aware of the fact that we haven't been sending out this energy, so this is not for us. Like, no, that's not for us. That's not me anymore. And moving on is I believe really, whether we are talking here about a belief, a thought, an emotion that we had, or maybe a person that we have been interacting with, doesn't really matter. Moving on is a rising above it and moving on. That's the point. Yeah. I don't know how many of you have been seeing ducks lately, because ducks seem to be some sort of spirit animal. I know it as classic, as a spirit animal for good luck, fortune, and stuff like that. I don't really believe this is a very significant sign or very significant animal that is not only has an influence on me or on the things that I've been experiencing, but also in regards to the collective. So right now we have really the possibility, or really to kind of dive into the lower stages states of consciousness, or into the higher stages of consciousness. Dang, there's a wording. So at this point, what I believe is important is getting out of our head in order to not engage in those situations. Shift the focus, but don't forget really honoring the feelings that come up. It's completely fine, but just don't like indulge in it. I think indulging is quite a good word, I believe, but you get me. Just don't get lost in those emotions. Don't get lost in those feelings. Let them come up, honor them, and let them go. I do feel really like there is some sort of there is something, I feel that there is something coming that we might not have expected. I don't really know what is going on the collective level, or on the global level, or like on the global stage, maybe in regards to Rona or something like that. I don't know. I'm not very much engaging in it. Nonetheless, I feel that these voices are getting louder and louder, and I believe really what they want to point out is that we need to be aware of the fact that those voices around the global stage themes that we are having going on are going to get louder and louder. And me, so far, I haven't had that much contrast situations going on in regards to these topics, or this certain topic. Nonetheless, I know that there's going to be a huge shift and change also on the global stage, and what I really believe is that all of this work that we have been doing is first and foremost, collectively, from the collective point of view, is first and foremost for us being the way showers, for us being there who is standing in the front line and being the back for the rest of the collective. being the backbone, acting as the support system, the way showers, those that are paving the path. So we need to have a really good backbone. And this backbone is going to be built, or is already being built, by us through grounding, through believing in us, through believing in what we want to see for us, our children, grandchildren, family, friends, and their children and their grandchildren. You get me? So it's like for each and every one of us. That's why we are walking this path. And that does not mean that we have to, or that we are going to necessarily suffer. Of course, many of us are going to have situations like the dark night of the soul. This is something that we are going through from an inward perspective. But collectively seen, of course, there's also, I mean, like the collective is also going through a dark night of the soul. And like, for real, if you look at all the people that are in fear consciousness, that are really afraid. I mean, like, for real, they're really afraid. We should not, we should absolutely take them serious, but not engaging it. Maybe being there to listen to them. And of course, some of them, maybe, for example, family members or friends or whoever, or the government is trying to tell us like, but this is like so dangerous. Hey, it's up to us. Some light workers really believe that this is a dangerous virus. Some say it's not a dangerous one. It doesn't matter what you believe, whether it is or it isn't, but remaining in a, or having the ability to remain quiet through the storm is something that is going to bring us very, very far. And that's what we are building right now. That's what we are building. That's why we are having those ups and downs, because we are being put under pressure a lot. It's very interesting, very funny, because since a few days I do have this track, because it came to my mind randomly in my playlist from David Bowie, Under Pressure. To be honest, it's the first time I've been listening to the lyrics, and they're very synchronistic to me. To me, they feel very synchronistic, especially in regards to what is currently going on this planet. So we are asking you to remain calm. We are really asking you to have a look, first and foremost, at yourself. This is the Arcturians. We are asking you to take care of yourself, asking yourself, what is it that I need? What is it that I need in order to get into my center, in order to feel me, in order to feel what it is that I need, in order to remain honest with myself about my wishes and my hopes and my dreams. And what is my intention? What is my real intention behind those wishes, hopes, and dreams? So, in order for you to remain calm in the storm, we are asking you to first and foremost fill your own cup. In order for then you helping your brothers and sisters in this journey. They remind me on something that my best friend told me a few months ago. She said to me, like, the path is way more longer for those that haven't been walking it than for those that have already walked it. And I found that there is so much truth in it, because when I'm looking back the past 6 years, I see it like cropped, energetically cropped, being broken down to actually only a few things that are the essence of, or were the essence of my growth. And that is self-worth, believing in myself, and they show me like the goal, but it is very much, it's like they show me the star card. Really believe in my ability to manifest exactly that or better. And that in the end, the star card and the connection to the higher realms is more and more something that we experience as real, quote unquote real, and that we will be able in the future to more and more and more naturally, more organically get in contact with, for example, the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Syrian, Lemuria, your guides, doesn't matter. Pardon me. Yeah, great. That was the collective. Thank you so much for being here. That was a good one. I'm wishing you a great start into the new week. Stay grounded. Namaste.